There's a power that stirs within every one of us, an undeniable force that connects us to the moments we create, the decisions we make, and the actions we take. Today, I want to ask you a question that may shake you, inspire you, and move you to change. Do you know what you did? You see, every word you speak, every thought you dwell on, every decision you make sends ripples into the universe. These ripples shape not only your present, but also your future. Some of you might feel weighed down by past mistakes or missed opportunities. You might think, if only I had done things differently. But here's the truth: the power to reshape your life is not in lamenting over what you did, it lies in what you choose to do next. Every moment of our lives is shaped by the intricate interplay between our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. What you dwell on, what you entertain in the silence of your mind, has an uncanny way of weaving itself into the fabric of your reality. Imagine a musician tuning an instrument. Every adjustment brings harmony closer. Your words and thoughts act in a similar way. They fine-tune the vibrations of your existence. To speak carelessly or to think idly without direction is like playing a discordant note, while intentional words and aligned thoughts create a masterpiece. Words are far more than mere sounds or symbols. They are living energies that reverberate beyond what we can see. They touch the unseen realms of possibility and draw circumstances into form. When you declare something with conviction, you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of creation. Whether those seeds blossom into flowers of abundance or weeds of limitation depends entirely on what you choose to plant. This is the unseen power you wield daily, whether consciously or not. The key lies in understanding that your words are never just about the outward world. They shape your inner world first. When you affirm something positive, you are not merely expressing hope, you are reinforcing an internal belief that subtly begins to guide your actions and decisions. For instance, saying, "I am capable of great things," isn't just a wishful thought, it is an activation of the part of you that already knows your worth. It stirs dormant potential and encourages the kind of thinking that leads to inspired action. On the other hand, careless phrases like "nothing ever works out for me" anchor you in a state of lack and despair, ensuring that you unconsciously avoid opportunities or sabotage your own progress. Have you ever noticed how a small shift in your perspective can lead to a cascade of changes in your life? It starts within, with a single thought or affirmation spoken aloud. The world reflects back to you what you project onto it. If you habitually speak of scarcity, you'll notice opportunities slipping through your fingers, not because they aren't there, but because your mindset filters them out. Conversely, speaking and thinking with abundance and gratitude opens your eyes to possibilities you might have overlooked. This is not merely a mental exercise, it is an act of alignment. Imagine tuning a radio to the exact frequency of a station. If your thoughts and words are static and scattered, you'll miss the signal entirely. But when you focus, when you refine your inner dialogue and speak as though you already possess what you desire, you tune into the frequency of manifestation. This is not magic, though it often feels like it. It is the natural outcome of aligning your vibration with your intention. But what happens when doubt creeps in? Doubt is like static in your signal, interrupting the flow of creation. It's a reflection of a deeper uncertainty within, one that can be healed by consistent, deliberate practice. When you catch yourself speaking or thinking in ways that contradict your desires, pause. Replace the thought with one that serves you. Over time, this practice reshapes your mental and emotional landscape, creating fertile ground for the outcomes you seek. This inner work requires persistence. You may not see immediate results, but do not let the apparent delay discourage you. Seeds take time to sprout, but they are always growing beneath the surface. The more you nurture them with aligned words and unwavering belief, the more robust their growth will be. Speak as if you already hold the reality you desire, not in desperation but in quiet confidence. This does not mean ignoring present challenges. Rather, it means choosing to see those challenges as temporary and unimportant in the larger story of your success. Think of moments when you've witnessed the power of your words, whether in small ways or monumental shifts. Perhaps you once spoke positively about a situation that seemed bleak, only to see it transform unexpectedly. Or maybe you made a negative remark and saw things unfold exactly as you feared. These moments are not coincidences but reminders of the influence you hold. Each one is a lesson urging you to be more mindful, more intentional, and more deliberate in what you speak into existence. As you continue to refine this practice, you'll notice a deeper sense of alignment within yourself. Your words, thoughts, and emotions will begin to harmonize with the life you envision, creating a powerful resonance that draws your desires closer with each passing day. It is not about forcing outcomes, but allowing them to unfold naturally through the unwavering clarity of your inner state. Speak with intention, think with purpose, and watch as the outer world bends to the energy you cultivate within. Every action you take in life begins first as an image within your mind. Your imagination, far from being a fleeting daydream or a tool of idle fancy, is the divine mechanism by which you sculpt the world around you. It is not an exaggeration to say that your ability to imagine something vividly and consistently is the cornerstone of your reality. What you see in your inner world with conviction and clarity must eventually materialize in the outer world. This is not a matter of chance or luck, it is a law as certain as gravity. Consider for a moment the times when you have unconsciously shaped your life by the images you repeatedly entertained. Perhaps you feared a certain outcome, dwelling on it with such intensity that it seemed to become inevitable. Or maybe you dared to imagine a beautiful possibility, and through a series of seemingly coincidental events, saw it unfold before your eyes. These are not accidents. They are the direct results of the energy you project through the lens of your imagination. You may call it faith, belief, or alignment, but it is always at work, whether you recognize it or not. The power of imagination lies in its neutrality. It does not discriminate between what you wish to create and what you wish to avoid. It responds solely to the intensity and clarity of the images you hold. This is why it is so important to guard your mind against dwelling on fears, doubts, or negative scenarios. Every time you entertain a thought, you are, in effect, rehearsing that reality. And every rehearsal strengthens its likelihood of coming to pass. To harness this power deliberately, you must become a master of your mental landscape. Begin by cultivating the habit of seeing yourself as the person you aspire to be, not in some distant future, but in the present moment. Imagine it with all the sensory detail you can muster. Feel the emotions you would feel if it were already true. See the world through the eyes of someone who already possesses what they desire. This mental act is not mere pretense, it is the planting of a seed in the fertile soil of the subconscious mind. And once planted, it will grow, nourished by the consistency of your belief and the clarity of your vision. But imagination is not merely about seeing things as you wish them to be, it is about embodying them fully. To imagine effectively, you must lose yourself in the act. There is no room for hesitation or disbelief. When you imagine a desired outcome, do so with the certainty of a child playing pretend, unburdened by the constraints of logic or doubt. It is this wholehearted engagement that breathes life into your vision and sets it in motion. Many misunderstand the process, thinking that imagination is a passive exercise. It is not. It requires effort, discipline, and persistence. The world around you is filled with distractions, each vying for your attention and attempting to pull you back into the realm of what is. But your task is to remain steadfast, to hold the vision of what could be with unwavering faith. It is not about denying the current reality, but transcending it by focusing on the greater truth that lies within you. Imagination is the bridge between your present circumstances and the life you desire. It is the workshop of creation where you design and refine the blueprint of your destiny. But remember, it is not enough to imagine sporadically or half-heartedly. Consistency is key. Just as a sculptor chips away at stone to reveal the masterpiece within, you must consistently shape your inner world to align with the reality you wish to experience. There is a profound joy in realizing that you are never a victim of circumstances. You are, and always have been, the architect of your life. The world may present challenges and obstacles, but they are not fixed barriers. They are malleable, responsive to the power of your imagination and belief. When you fully grasp this truth, you begin to approach life with a sense of freedom and empowerment that transforms even the most difficult situations into opportunities for growth and creation. As you practice the art of imagining deliberately, you will notice subtle changes in your external world. Doors will open where there seem to be none. People and opportunities will appear, almost as if by magic, to support the vision you hold within. These are not random occurrences, they are the natural outflow of the energy you have cultivated in your mind. The outer world is simply reflecting back to you the inner state you have created. This is not to say that imagination alone is enough. It must be accompanied by action, but not just any action-aligned action. When your inner world is clear and focused, the actions you take will feel effortless and inspired. They will be guided by an inner knowing that moves you in harmony with the flow of life. And in this harmony, you will find that the very act of imagining and creating becomes a source of profound joy and fulfillment. You hold within you a power so profound, so transformative, that it shapes the course of your life with every passing moment. It is the power of belief, a force that governs the unfolding of your experiences and molds reality according to your innermost convictions. To understand this is to step into the realm of mastery over your life, for what you truly believe about yourself and the world is what becomes your lived reality. This power is not limited by the opinions of others, nor is it swayed by the seeming facts of the present. It is yours to wield, independent and sovereign. Your beliefs are the architects of your destiny. They are the silent directors behind every decision you make, every interaction you encounter, and every outcome you experience. Yet most people move through life unaware of this profound truth. They accept circumstances as they appear, interpreting events as fixed and immutable. But the secret lies in recognizing that the outer world is merely a reflection of the inner world. Change the belief, and the reflection must follow. Consider for a moment the beliefs you hold about yourself. Do you see yourself as capable, deserving, and worthy of the life you desire? Or do you find yourself questioning your value, succumbing to doubts, and feeling small in the face of your dreams? These inner conversations are not idle musings, they are commands issued to the fabric of reality, shaping it in accordance with their vibration. The universe does not judge your beliefs as good or bad, it simply reflects them back to you with unwavering fidelity. To transform your life, you must first transform your beliefs. Begin by identifying the assumptions that no longer serve you. Perhaps you have carried the weight of old stories, inherited from others or shaped by past experiences, stories that tell you what is possible or impossible. These assumptions are not truths, they are agreements you have made with yourself, often unconsciously. But agreements can be changed. You can release them and choose new beliefs that align with the reality you wish to create. This process is not one of force or struggle, it is one of gentle yet deliberate realignment. You do not need to fight against your old beliefs or wrestle them into submission. Instead, you simply turn your attention to the beliefs you wish to embody. Affirm them to yourself, not as something you hope to become, but as something you already are. Speak these truths to your heart, allowing them to take root in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. As you practice this, you will notice a shift in your perception. The world around you will begin to change, not because the outer circumstances have altered, but because your inner lens has been cleansed. You will see opportunities where before there were none. You will feel a sense of confidence and assurance that is not dependent on external validation, and in time the external world will align to match the new beliefs you have cultivated. But belief is not merely about the thoughts you hold, it is about the feelings you embody. To believe something is to feel it as true. This is the key that unlocks the door to transformation. When you feel the reality of your desire as if it were already achieved, you align yourself with its vibration. This is not pretense or wishful thinking, it is the conscious act of living from the end. You must imagine yourself as the person you wish to be, not as a distant possibility, but as a present reality. It is important to understand that your feelings are not dictated by the world around you. They are generated from within. You have the power to choose how you feel in any moment, regardless of circumstances. This is not denial, it is sovereignty. By choosing your feelings deliberately, you reclaim your creative power. You cease to be a victim of external events and become the master of your destiny. In the practice of belief, patience is essential. The seeds you plant in the garden of your mind do not bear fruit overnight. They require time to grow, nourished by the consistency of your faith and the clarity of your vision. Trust the process, knowing that the universe operates in perfect harmony. What you seek is seeking you, but it will come in its own perfect time and way. Your role is not to control the how or the when, but to remain steadfast in your belief, knowing that it must come to pass. This is the great secret of creation. You are not separate from the life you desire. It is already within you, waiting to be expressed. Your beliefs are the channels through which it flows into manifestation. When you align your inner world with the reality you wish to experience, the outer world must conform. It is not a question of if but when. Let this understanding liberate you. You are not bound by the limitations of your past or the opinions of others. You are a creator, endowed with the power to shape your life according to your highest vision. Embrace this truth, and let it guide you in every thought, word, and action. As you do, you will find that the life you once dreamed of is not something to be attained, but something to be realized, for it has always been within you, waiting to be claimed. The act of imagining is the genesis of all creation. When you allow yourself to dwell in the state of what you desire, you are not merely fantasizing or daydreaming. You are engaging in the profound art of creation itself. The imagination is not a passive tool, but the very fabric of your creative power. When you use it consciously, you set into motion forces that shape the seen world. This is not an escape from reality. It is the deliberate act of determining it. To imagine effectively, you must move beyond the boundaries of your current experience. Do not let the facts of your present reality dictate the limits of your vision. Facts are but the frozen shadows of past imaginations. Instead, allow yourself to envision life as it would be if your desires were already fulfilled. See yourself as you wish to be, not as you are now. Feel the joy, the freedom, and the satisfaction that would accompany the realization of your goal. It is not enough to see the image, you must inhabit it, making it as vivid and real as the world before your physical eyes. The key to mastering this art lies in the feeling of reality. It is not the words you speak or the mental pictures you form that bring about change, but the deep conviction that accompanies them. When you imagine, do so with such intensity and faith that you feel it as a living truth. The subconscious mind, which is the seat of creation, responds not to empty wishes, but to the feeling of fulfilled desire. It is this feeling that impresses upon the subconscious and brings forth the desired reality. This process does not require struggle or strain. You need not force your will upon the world. Creation is effortless when it arises from a place of alignment. Just as a seed grows into a tree without effort, so too does your imagined reality unfold naturally when it is imbued with a feeling of certainty. It is not your role to determine how your desire will manifest. Your task is simply to dwell in the end state, trusting that the means will reveal themselves. Doubt and fear are the great inhibitors of this process. They arise when you allow yourself to be swayed by the evidence of your senses or the opinions of others. But remember, the outer world is merely a reflection of the inner. To give power to doubt is to reaffirm the absence of your desire. Instead, cultivate unwavering faith in the reality of your vision. This is not blind optimism, but the recognition of your creative power. As you practice this, you will begin to see subtle changes in your experience. Opportunities will arise, people will come into your life, and circumstances will align in ways that seem miraculous. But these are not miracles, they are the natural consequences of your inner alignment. The world must respond to your state of being, for it is governed by the same laws that govern your imagination. You may wonder how long it takes for your desires to manifest. The answer lies not in time, but in intensity. When you imagine with complete conviction, the process is swift. The only delays occur when your faith wavers or when you allow yourself to dwell in the state of lack. But even then, do not be discouraged. Every moment offers a new opportunity to realign, to return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Imagination is not bound by the constraints of logic or probability. It operates on a higher plane, where all things are possible. When you imagine, Do so boldly, without limitation or hesitation. Do not ask whether it is realistic or feasible, simply focus on the feeling of its reality. Now, the means will take care of themselves. Your role is to hold the vision unwaveringly. This practice is not limited to specific goals or desires. It can be applied to every area of your life, from relationships to health to abundance. Whatever you can imagine and feel as real, you can bring into being. The only limits are those you impose upon yourself. Free yourself from these self-imposed boundaries, and you will discover a world of infinite possibilities. Let your imagination be your guide, not your circumstances. The world may present challenges and obstacles, but they are but temporary shadows. Your vision is eternal, and it holds within it the power to transform any situation. Trust in this power, and let it lead you. As you do, you will come to realize that the life you seek is not something to be attained, but something to be revealed. It is already within you, waiting to be claimed. The bridge of incidents is not something you control or force into existence. It is something that unfolds naturally when you remain steadfast in your assumption. Every desire carries within it the path to its fulfillment. This path, however, does not require your interference, planning, or worry. It operates through a series of events that appear ordinary, yet they are orchestrated by the unseen hand of your imagination, working to bring your assumption into tangible reality. Imagine a seed planted in the soil. The seed knows how to grow. It doesn't require your understanding of photosynthesis or your effort to pull it from the earth. Similarly, your desires, once planted firmly in your subconscious through feeling and belief, know how to grow and manifest. The bridge of incidents is the natural sequence of events that leads to the fulfillment of your desire. These events may seem unrelated or insignificant at first, but they are essential parts of the unfolding of your vision. You must trust the process. The rational mind often seeks to question, to analyze, and to doubt. It may tell you that what you desire is impossible, or that the current circumstances are immovable. But this is not your concern. Your role is not to figure out the how it is to remain faithful to the end. To question the process is to dig up the seed and impede its growth. Let go of the need to control, and allow the natural course of events to carry you to your goal. The beauty of this principle lies in its simplicity and effortlessness. You are not required to strain, struggle, or manipulate external conditions. Your only work is internal to sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you do this, life becomes a delightful dance of synchronicities and opportunities. People, places, and circumstances align in ways that defy logic yet feel perfectly natural. This is the magic of the bridge of incidents at work. Many dismiss this process because they fail to recognize the connection between their inner state and their outer experience. They see the world as separate, as something to be changed through action alone. But the truth is, your actions are inspired from within. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you will find yourself compelled to act in ways that align with your desire. These actions will feel effortless, as though you are being guided by an invisible force. This is not a surrender of effort, but a redirection of effort to where it truly matters within. It is important to remain vigilant and unwavering. The bridge of incidents may not always be smooth or without challenges. There may be moments when it appears that everything is moving in the opposite direction of your desire. In these moments, you must hold firm to your vision. Understand that even seeming obstacles are part of the bridge. They are not signs of failure, but steps in the unfolding of your assumption. Trust that everything, no matter how it appears, is working for your good. Gratitude is a powerful tool during this journey. As you encounter each incident along the bridge, give thanks for it, knowing that it is leading you closer to your desire. Gratitude amplifies your faith and reinforces your connection to the end state. It shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from doubt to trust. Even when the bridge seems unclear or uncertain, gratitude anchors you in the knowing that all is unfolding perfectly. As you walk this bridge, you will notice a profound change in yourself. The very act of remaining faithful to your assumption transforms you. You become more patient, more trusting, and more aligned with the higher principles of creation. The journey becomes as fulfilling as the destination, because you are no longer at the mercy of external conditions. You realize that you are the creator of your experience, and this realization brings a sense of empowerment and peace. The bridge of incidence is not limited to grand desires or significant life changes. It operates in every aspect of life, from the mundane to the extraordinary. Whether you are seeking a new opportunity, a healed relationship, or a moment of joy, the principle is the same. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and let the bridge carry you. It is a law that works with precision and perfection, regardless of the scale or scope of your desire. The world around you is not random or chaotic. It is a reflection of your inner state. When you align with the feeling of your desire already realized, the world responds in kind. The bridge of incidence is the universe's way of rearranging itself to match your inner alignment. Trust this process, and you will find that life becomes a series of miracles, a testament to the power of your imagination and faith. All you need to do is remain steadfast, for the bridge will always lead you to your promised land. The culmination of all creation resides in the realization of one's divine identity. To understand this is to unlock the boundless power that shapes your world. Every experience, every event, and every circumstance that unfolds in your life originates from the deep truth that you are the creator. This acknowledgement is not an abstract idea. It is a living reality that you can embody in every moment of your existence. When you recognize your divine identity, you cease to look outward for validation or guidance. You no longer seek external circumstances to dictate your state of being. Instead, you turn inward, understanding that the source of all power, joy, and fulfillment lies within you. This inner realization transforms your perception of the world. No longer are you a victim of chance or fate, you become the master of your destiny, aware that every experience is a reflection of your innermost assumptions. This understanding requires a shift in awareness, a willingness to abandon the belief in separation. The world you perceive as external is but a mirror, reflecting the thoughts and feelings you hold within. The divine identity is not something to be attained or achieved. It is who you are at your core. It is your natural state, veiled only by the limitations you impose upon yourself through false beliefs. The moment you awaken to this truth, the veil is lifted, and you see clearly the immense creative power that lies within. You must train your imagination to dwell in the state of your desire fulfilled. This is not merely a mental exercise, but an act of faith in your divine identity. To imagine is to create. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are not pretending or daydreaming, you are aligning with the truth of your being. The world must conform to this assumption, for the power of creation lies within you, and the realization of this truth transforms everything. When you embrace your divine identity, you no longer look outward for fulfillment or answers. Instead, you align with the infinite potential that has always been yours. This understanding calls you to live intentionally, imagining and embodying the life you desire as though it is already yours. The world is a reflection of your inner state, and as you shift your beliefs, assumptions, and feelings, the outer world must follow suit. This is the unshakable law of creation. To live in alignment with this truth is to step into the fullness of your power, to let go of the limitations you once believed defined you, and to manifest a life that reflects your highest vision. You are not waiting for life to happen to you. You are the one creating it, moment by moment. Hold fast to this realization, act from it, and watch as the world transforms before your eyes. Everything you desire, everything you dream of, begins with the awareness of who you truly are.